Academy of Arts University Urban Night Update is next. Coming up, a new California law that's good news for high school students. It could be the start of a new national trend.
More e-scooters hitting San Francisco streets. What you need to know if you want to use a scooter in the city.
A behind-the-scenes look at a Bay Area college football team that's starring in a Netflix series.
And if you didn't get a chance to experience the biggest free festival in the Bay Area, we'll take you there. All that and more coming up next on Urban Nights Update. Hi there, and thanks for joining us here at Academy of Art University's Urban Nights Update. I'm Justin Summers, and Thomas Delgadillo is here sitting with me, and here's what's happening. A new law signed by Governor Gavin Newsom will completely change high school scheduling. Starting in July 2021, all California high schoolers will be prohibited from starting classes earlier than 8:30 in the morning. The reason? Medical and scientific evidence that teenagers in their high school years need more than 7 hours of sleep to lead healthy lives. Teachers in school districts that oppose the law feel that it will have a negative impact on the children. However, many people believe that it will result in better academic performance and healthier children. There is no telling which states will follow California's lead next. But Governor Newsom didn't stop there. Another bill signed into law will require all California public universities to offer what's known as the abortion pill. Campus health centers will have these abortion pills on site by 2023. This year alone, California has doubled the investment in reproductive health. Governor Newsom says that this is an attempt to make abortion more accessible, more convenient, and to reaffirm women's rights to choose. However, an abortion surgical procedure is not a part of the mandate.
Electric scooters are now here to stay in the city of San Francisco. The city has approved 3 new companies to start renting out e-scooters. Jump, Lime, and Spin will be allowed to deploy 500 scooters each into the city. The cap will raise to 750 in December and 1,000 again in February. The 3 new companies will compete with Jump, Scoot, and Skip, who have been already renting out scooters through the trial period that ended earlier this month. For the last couple of months, I have owned my very own e-scooters, so I took a closer look at how the e-scooters have been working so far in the city. With all the headache of having a vehicle in the city, many people have been making a switch to electric scooters. These electric power scooters have been rapidly growing in population. Services such as Scoot, Bird, and Skip all offer rentable scooters throughout the city. The electric scooters have also been a big hit with tourists. As the city of San Francisco grows in population, so does its traffic. With more cars coming into the city, finding parking becomes more of a struggle for a commuter. Not to mention all the high prices that come along with these parking spots.
Scooter around the city because it's easy to get around to place, and parking is so expensive. It's like $40 for all-day parking, and this is definitely a cheaper alternative to transportation. It's fairly easy to ride. I usually just stay in the bike lane, and cars notice me pretty well. So, yeah, I do enjoy riding a scooter. It goes pretty fast, and I save a lot of time walking.
The electric scooter will go 10 to 14 miles in eco mode and 15 to 20 miles in sports mode. The charge will last about 18 miles and will take about 2 hours to charge if completely dead. I tested one out myself and took one for a spin around the city of San Francisco. When you first get on the scooter and push your thumb down on the throttle, you really feel the power it has. At full speed, you are surprised at how fast you are truly going. Handling the scooter was simple, and the double brake system worked smoothly. I really enjoyed my ride on the scooter and can see why e-scooters are becoming a trend in the city. The cost of owning a scooter starts at around $400 and can range all the way up to the mid-1500s. To rent one, however, is easy. Simply download the app, scan the scooter, and go. The cost of renting a scooter is about $1 to unlock and 15 cents per mile. I'm Thomas Delgadillo, and this is your Urban Nights Update. With all the e-scooters in the city, you can make a quick buck by signing up to become a charger for these companies. If interested, visit the company's website to read the details about how to get the job.
Stop vaping now. Last week, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention released new numbers about the national vaping health problem, and it looks really bad. Just under 1,300 confirmed and probable cases of lung injury and 26 deaths in 49 states can be associated with smoking e-cigarettes. The CDC still can't pin down a specific vaping product or e-cigarette as a definite cause, but with over 1,000 new cases during last week, it's time to stop vaping now. And if you think rabies isn't something to worry about, think again. 5 bats have been diagnosed with rabies in Orange County in Southern California during the last month. The virus is very dangerous and can easily be transmitted to humans by a simple bite. And because bats have very small teeth, you might not even feel it. And the bats aren't necessarily in rural areas only. They have been found in front of a department store, and a bike rental shop, and even in front of a commercial building in Anaheim. If you think you're infected, please immediately call the health agency Communicable Disease Control Division. And if you think your pet had contact with a bat, please go to your veterinarian.
King James is the king no longer. At least that's what protesters in Hong Kong believe. LeBron James came out against Hong Kong in its fight against the Chinese government. LeBron made comments opposing the use of social media by other NBA players and officials in supporting of Hong Kong's fighting for free speech and other freedoms. These comments upset many protesters who claim it is a double standard because LeBron uses his social media influence to fight for social justice. He's back. After playing for the San Jose Sharks for 20 years, Patrick Marleau left the team in 2017 during free agency. Now, 2 years later, he rejoins the Sharks for his 22nd season in the NHL. In his first game back with the Sharks, he helped lead the team to victory and even scored 2 goals along the way. Fans are overjoyed that he is back in teal, especially after the last year's captain, Joe Pavelski, left this offseason to join the conference rival Dallas Stars. Fans and Marleau are looking forward to hopefully a great season. Keeping it in the Bay Area, a local college is in the national spotlight because of its football team. Galen Manhart has the story of the Laney College football team in Oakland and Netflix Last Chance U.
This is the Laney College football team, known as the Eagles. They are located in the heart of Oakland and are the best community college football team in the state. They did so well last year, in fact, that they caught the eye of the producers for the Netflix original show, Last Chance U. The show about junior college football teams from around the country. Laney football has a long-standing tradition of excellence, and it all starts at the top with the athletic director and head football coach, John Beam.
It would be a great opportunity to showcase not only Laney College, but also Peralta. I also wanted to showcase Oakland, the city. And it shows that these young men and women, what they're trying to do to reach their ultimate goal, which is, to me, not to play in the NFL or play Major League Baseball, but to get a degree. And that struggle is real, whether it's housing insecurities, food insecurity. There's no scholarships here. And it shows what these young people are willing to do to achieve that goal. I think that's phenomenal. And I want that to be trade. I think Last Chance U does show that.
Laney College may be coming off a mythical national championship winning season and state championship winning season. It may have been selected for Last Chance U, but in terms of this national TV presence, their season is just beginning. Now we're going to go talk to the trainer here at Laney College and see his insights on Last Chance U.
In all honesty, I was kind of worried that the guys would go Hollywood and start getting in the camera, trying to do the limelight thing and getting all the attention put on them. But I mean, in all honesty, we've gotten so used to the cameras that we don't even notice when they're around. You know, and the camera crew is awesome.
Laney football may not be having the same success as last season, but they still seem to be in high spirits. Hopefully they can use this new attention as a way to spotlight everything good and true about Laney. In Oakland, Galen Manhart for Urban Knights Update.
Unfortunately, the team isn't having such a great season so far and is struggling under the Last Chance U lights.
Stuck in a rut lately? I might know one way to help you out. Dopamine fasting. It's apparently the newest fad in Silicon Valley. The concept may seem odd, but it's very simple. Try to remove all sources involving pleasure from your life, like all those delicious Instagram food accounts. In doing that, the hope is to limit your brain's exposure to random spurts of dopamine. Then, when you need it, you can focus on those spurts to give you a focus of intensity. And in a short amount of time, most of your stress can be limited. Interesting concept, isn't it? Eliud Kipchoge did it again by breaking the world record for running a marathon in less than 2 hours. He created a record of the time of 2 hours and 1 minute and 39 seconds, but on Saturday at Ineos, the Olympic champion clocked in at 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 40 seconds. Unfortunately, the record did not count because it was not a competitive race and because he was being accompanied by 36 pacemakers, which made IAAF disapprove. Kipchoge has already won 10 out of 11 official marathons. And now, over to Galen Manhart with our Urban Knights sports update.
Academy of Art Fall Athletics are in full swing right now. And here on your Urban Knights sports update, we have you covered with all the top ArtU athletic news. Right now, ArtU women's soccer is tearing through the competition with no regard for any other team. They are killing it in conference play and are well on their way to breaking their total wins record, which they set last year. For more, here is junior midfielder and 3-year starter Sydney Cook.
Well, we weren't really able to move the ball how we normally do. We were just struggling kind of building out of the back and getting goals that way. So both our goals came from set pieces. I put a good ball in both times, and my team got on the end of both of them. And, you know, we did what we had to do to keep in the game, so that was good. Yeah, I think she said something afterwards, but in the moment I was just happy we scored. Because also in that game we were really struggling getting a rhythm going and finding our possession kind of. So I just saw an opportunity to win the ball from their center back. It went to Brooklyn, and she saw me making a run, and Nisi, like she always is, always on the end of it. So that was great because that gave us momentum the rest of the game to keep going, and then we were able to find a rhythm. So it was really important to score that goal. Yeah, I think we're all excited, and honestly, we just love like hanging out with each other and playing together. So it's always fun to just be there with your friends. Women's volleyball has also been having a great year. In fact, they have more than doubled their win total from last season in only half a year. Here are junior middle blocker Carly Evans and our own sophomore setter, Kobe Reinhold.
With the serve, fans waving as if it's over already, and it is! Hollis with the serving air, and that's it.
Crowd goes wild.
Yeah, the crowd is going crazy, students jumping up and down, throwing towels.
Yeah, so this was our first time actually having like a big crowd, so I don't think anyone was nervous. We were just really, really excited to show people like how good we are this year, especially compared to last year. Like we really came out to play, so yeah.
I was nervous, but it was really good to have them in the last set especially. I think that's why we won that clearly and didn't let them come close to us again. So yeah, thanks to them that we won in that last set, I would say. Yeah, it's a lot of fun for me to set them and to be the setter on the team because I know that I can do anything and they will just kill it, and that's really fun. I didn't have it on all the teams I played on, and it's cool to have it now.
Women's volleyball is heading to the heart of conference with all the confidence in the world. Head coach Alan McCurry has more on fan involvement at the games.
As a coach, I love playing in big crowds. I don't care if it's on an away or if it's at home. If it's a big crowd and they're yelling for me anyways. I don't care who it is, but I think that's the biggest thing. It's more fun. And volleyball is all about fun, to be honest with you. It is very competitive, but it's fun too. And when we have crowds like that, it makes it even more fun.
If you'd like to keep up with the most recent news, download the ArtU Athletics app on Apple or Android. That's it for your Urban Knights Sports Update. I'm Galen Manhard. Back to you.
Continuing with sports updates, we have our very own Brooklyn Marrera with a special guest who's an MVP. Brooklyn?
Thank you. I'm here with Anissa Wilson, the all-time record-breaking scorer for the Academy of Art women's soccer team. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Did you ever think coming into your senior year you would break the school record?
This year we came in with a pretty strong team. I was pretty confident with our midfield and how strong we really are. So with them pushing me and giving me all the assists, I really couldn't have done it without them.
What were your expectations coming into season?
To do better than last year. We had a pretty strong start last year and broke a seasonal record as a team. So I think our expectations were pretty high this year, and beating the #2 ranked team in the conference was pretty exciting